Hey, love bugs. I'm sorry. I'm like, what, how many? I'm 3 minutes late. I'm sorry. I was up here getting some things situated before I got out. Hey, Violetta, William, much love to you, Mike. And that's it. Well, I'm grateful for y'all being in here. Oh, I hope y'all are here. Um, but you know, hopefully y'all come back in. I just seen a whole bunch of hey, I don't know what to okay, I didn't know if y'all left and came back. So thanks for stopping back by. I'm not really having any topics today. I'm just going on different things that, may be taking place and stuff like that. Like cutting cords and knowing we're the chosen few, and being consistent on facing fears. It makes you fearless in your freedom. We're going through all those different things right now, situations that we may be lingering in, especially we're going through a spiritual transformation, transmutation on all the things that are taking place, that it can be very uncomfortable. You got different vibrations that, you may be still a little bit resistant in, and it's like your higher self as well as your guides and stuff is trying to really push you out there. You're doing that. Hey, Anton, how much? I said, how much are you? How are you? Thanks for stopping by. You didn't miss this one this time. Thanks for stopping through. Just going through different things. We're going through healing. And it was just like, I know a lot of people been going through different stuff. As well as their health. I know a lot of people are getting their health affected. I'm good. I'm doing good too. You're doing great. I'm doing great too. Just working all through it. I'm a little tired, but I said I'm gonna go ahead and come through. I told y'all I was gonna go ahead and bring a video in today for a chat. I just finished it was like 3 or 4, so I wanted to be able to make sure I put at least a few videos in before I got to chat. So I went ahead and finished putting that little where was it? Editing in so I can go ahead and publish it. So we're going through all these different things. That is taking place in our life. It's not easy. We're welcoming our new identity of our strength is coming in. We're getting reacquainted with our spiritual selves on very many positive aspects, even when we don't feel it's not positive. Hey, Mike, thanks for stopping through. Glad to hear it, hun. It's all good. I'm glad y'all came back in because I've seen a whole bunch of people. I'm like, oh God, let me hurry up and do it. And it was taking forever just for it to load. It says you're getting live. You're going live. It took forever to go back. But yeah, you're going through all these situations in your life that you're going through transition, that you're allowing yourself to take your power back from any and everything that's taking place. You're getting a lot of new insights. I know last time we were on here, oh my God, it was like I felt so good after we got off, but it was like on a spiritual high that it felt like I was walking on clouds, and it was just so much. It was like everybody's power was merged into like the spiritual light socket, and it was just like so many different things was coming out that I was glad I was being able to give that insight to y'all, which was very, very therapeutic, not just on my my situation, but just being able to give that up to y'all. So, that felt really good. I want, since I'm starting to do live chat as well, as anybody have Facebook, I'm going to have a page that I put out so it can be like an open mic night. Mike Anton said hello to you. I'm going to start having an open mic night, on there. I'm trying to see how I can be able to get it done, where if you want to join me within the chat and we can just talk while other people as well are dropping different comments, and we can see if we can join into that. I'm going ahead and putting that together, so that could be able to take place. Just being able to be on different platforms, so where we can still have that, that tribal support within ourselves. Universe has led me to do that. So I wanted to go ahead, I started been picking up on a lot more chats now, which is very, very therapeutic. Universe was telling me I need to be social, and I'm just like, how am I going to be social? I don't deal with a lot of people out in the world. It's like I love being able to help people, but I just don't like everybody like that. And I know it sounds weird. It's like empaths is supposed to be all positive and stuff, but it's just some people it's hard to mesh with at times. So I said it's like that. I purged Facebook stuff. I know that's why I said it's going to be connected. It's going to be a private account, so it's not going to be just any. It's going to be a very selective few that can come in. I don't want any kind of negative frequency there. I don't want anything like that. That's why I said I was just going to have. It's going to be a private page for you. Have to be able to get scanned before you get up in there, because I want everything to be to where we can, interact, not just on YouTube, but just being on different platforms to be able to do that. Because there's so many of us that's waking up, and it's like Walmart triggers me. Oh no, it's like it does. I was just talking about that in the other video. Like if I go to the store, usually when I drive, I always used to try to go early in the morning. Sometimes like since the pandemic and stuff like that, some stuff closes early. So I try to go early in the morning where it's not that many people there. But if I do go to take that out, and plus I keep my crystals on me, so I don't have to engage with a lot of people. But there's just so much stuff that's going on right now, and it's just like we're trying to go through our massive. Hey Pinky, I'm good to see you. Have you came? No, I'm trying to see. Yeah, you came in a few days ago when I was coming in. But yeah, just being able to do that, because it's just like, everybody's, not everybody, but a very lot of us may be struggling through different issues in our lives that we're truly, Walmart do be crazy. It do. Especially when it come out with them people to be wearing all them different clothes. And I'm just like, why did you come out like that? Oh my God. But it's just so much stuff that's going on in the world, and there's so many of us waking up. That's the reason why I'm glad I'm starting to do live chats a lot more, just to be able to interact with y'all, because I love the comments that y'all have. Anton and Mike said hey to you, Pinky. For us to just be able to all just connect and stuff like that, because there's so much that we can learn off of each other, throughout our powerful growth, and which is very therapeutic. Learning more things about yourself as well as your surroundings, and just being able to interact with people that are very like-minded. So that's why I love being able to do that. Is the dressing in Walmart is crazy indeed. Yeah, they got their own daggone, the people in Walmart, they got like different videos and stuff like that. I'm just looking like, what? Oh my God. I know I was laughing at this one chick that she had her wig on, but she had the hoodie under the wig. And I was laughing. I was just like, Lord Jesus, take the wheel. Or I seen this guy who had a hover round, and he had his own booming system in the hover round. It was like, there's so many different things. He said, I can launch Walmart buggies. It was like with my phone. Oh gosh, no, Mike. But yeah, it's just like going through all those different things. Yeah, I be seeing some stuff, and I be just trying, because my kids be like, Mom, stop looking at them like that. I'm trying to, but I'm just like, did they look at themselves when they came out the house? Or they'll be with their friends. That's like, that is not your friend if they let you come out the house looking like that. Why'd you do that? On different things that was going on. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like we're going through our it's like apocalypse type situation, with so many different things that's going on in the world that is like really having us shook. It says the new pants that be matching with girl stop. Y'all gonna be on this one today. I already know it was like the day before yesterday. Y'all had me rolling. I promise y'all had me acting stupid on here. I'm like, Lord Jesus, these folks gonna probably think I'm high. I don't care. I'm not high. It's on a natural spiritual high, but it's good to be able to joke and stuff like that. He said, it says it's hard not to look at, because now I know you be looking, or you be seeing them people with them short Daisy Duke shorts on, and I was like, that was just a struggle on. Let me see how you put yourself in it. It was like, what's that thing off of SpongeBob SquarePants? What's that thing? Squidward? No, not ain't Squidward. What's the star name? I can't remember. And it was like 10-minute window there. That's it. Okay. So I'm having issues receiving many synchronicities on my Pinterest. IQ. It's like plankton. It was like Patrick. It was just like, I had these little shorts on that looked like it was made for somebody who was a size 0, and she pushed herself in it, and it was out at the top, stuff hanging out at the sides. And I'm just like, you are one sneeze away from losing those pants. I promise you. Shorts, pants on, paint. You know what? Yes. But yeah, it's just I'm gonna call you Vi because I don't want to mess up your name. I hope that's no problem. Vi, are you having are you talking about Pinterest, like where you can get the screensavers and stuff like that? Because I'm not really sure, so I don't want to make sure. I don't want to assume what you're talking about. Are those you talking about with the that you get on the thing and you're starting to see different synchronicities? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, we can start and y'all, I forgot to tell you, we can start doing a Q&A too, just so I don't feel like I'm trying to make I'm just trying to find different topics. I want to be able to talk about different things, or if you have different questions that are positive, I don't mind doing. It's like the image site. Okay. Yeah, because I never only time I'm on there is like to get my what is it, my thumbnails for my videos. So I really don't want to be on, I don't really don't be on there like that, so I really don't know. It's just a lot of times it's just like if you're trying to focus and force yourself to find something, you're forcing something within your life where it's supposed to be flowing. You have to be able to allow. Remember I told you the other day, if there are certain things that you want to know about within yourself, do like a 3 minute. It's like 420 in Ohio. You talk at the time, because 420 is like National Weed Day, so I'm really trying to understand what you're talking about. I'm like, is it 420 for you? And it's like I don't do that anymore. So, but yeah, if you would want to know anything about what's going on in your life, do a three breath thing that's going on. Yeah, if you're forcing it, it's not going to come out when you want it to, hun. It has to be one of those things. If you're very curious about certain things and you talk into your mind, or even when you're in nature or meditating, and I know with your situation, it's hard for you to be able to do that. But if you get a short one where you can just calm down your mind and just ask something, and then even when you're spirit writing, I know you journal, but spirit writing, you start getting a lot of different things. I do that a lot, and I get a lot of insight when I do spirit writing. Anybody else on here does spirit writing? Do y'all do that as well? Because those are very therapeutic. Because it's like right now, their universe is urging us all to do things that really makes us happy. Yeah, that can, they're gonna let you know about that. But a lot of times, if you're forcing to know about your soulmate and you're not getting those answers because they want you to yeah, Anton, that's good too. You got a 1 minute meditation. They want you to be able to learn about yourself right now. They want you to figure yourself out before you start, fixating on your soulmate. I've been in situations like that, and it's like they want you to be able to, for you to be able to get stuff about your soulmate is the things you have to take part within yourself for that to come through. That's what that is. So you have to be able to work on yourself so you can be able to open that door for your soulmate to come out. But yeah, just doing those things, it's like universe is asking us to step out of our comfort zones, do things in a different way. So you don't get bored on the things you're doing. Try new activities. Like, I said I'm gonna have an open mic night and see how that works. It says that true self-love. Yeah. I was telling people about that the other day. If you're going through a toxic relationship and you've been by yourself for a while, and they're like, Roslynn, I can't find anybody. Every time I start talking to somebody, they're either married or they're doing different things. And I'm just like, the main thing I ask, from that situation, I said, love yourself first. Yeah, they said love yourself first. And that's exactly what they're talking about. For you to get that love that you're looking for, you have to place that within yourself first. But yeah, it's just like they always tell me, I'm working on this. I want my twin flame to come back in my life, or I'm wanting to be in a relationship. It's like, there's always somebody out there for everybody, even the ones that don't act like they deserve that right now. It's that multitask is nonstop. It's like, I thought I was doing okay, kind of. I mean, you're working on it every day, right? That's okay. I mean, don't put yourself down like, oh, I don't think I wasn't doing it. No, when you're applying that towards yourself every day, that gets you one step closer to your destiny. You have to understand that as well. I have to remind myself, it don't go on our time, it's on divine's. But when you're focusing on that, if you're jumping into situations within another person, and you have not allowed yourself to go through that healthy grieving period, you're opening doors more toxic attachments again, or you're going to end up getting in a codependent type relationship if you're not allowing yourself to invest with that time within yourself on what do I need to heal, what's my strong points, what's my weak points, what are my goals for my life, my short term, my long term, what things am I accepting, what things do I want to see within my relationship, what am I looking for in a relationship, because you have to have your best relationship with yourself first. And I tell people that all the time. And so, yeah, I'm in that period of spiritual growth, so I don't need to be in a relationship. That's what I know. It's okay to be thinking about your soulmate and say you'll be okay, Violet. It'll process. Yeah, it is. I tell everybody it's gonna take day by day. Don't look down on yourself. About those things. Universe got somebody in store for you that is just right for you, but you have to do that within your self-worth for do it within that your work of self. So I guess it's because of the guy I told you about. Yeah, I still feel sad he passed away. Yeah, it's yeah, I understand that. Really cared about that's anybody who's that's connected with people in that way. I truly get it. I know being able, sorry about that, y'all, my signal, okay, my signal is messing up. I think it's about to storm again. But yeah, just being able to work with yourself, healing on what you need to work on. I tell people all the time, there's somebody out there destined for you, but it's just you have to take that time. Whatever you're looking for within a soulmate, you have to find it in yourself. I used to always think that being in a perfect relationship would make me happy, but you have to be able to make yourself happy first. You can't go on the external thinking that, a person can send you love every day, but is that love that you have within yourself? Are you applying it to yourself like you apply to other people? And with us being empaths, a lot of times we've done that. And those are the things that they want us to be able to take part in on healing yourself, not making sure you don't get in the same mistakes that you have gotten from before, making sure that, you're in healthy relationships, you're with people that want to see you grow, that doesn't use your pain as a weakness to you to take you back down the road somebody else you put yourself through or you allow yourself to go through. It's like you said, do you first. Hey, sis. Thank you for stopping by. I'm so happy that you came in. There's 7 people in here, y'all. Even if you're just watching, or 6 people, can you please put a thumbs up, as well as even if you don't feel like, dropping a comment or whatever, just say, hey, I'm still listening. I'm here. I told people before, don't do the lurker thing. If you don't want to be in here and drop comments, please leave. I just don't have time for all that. But we're all learning about ourselves in different ways. We're uplifting a lot of people, being able to be there even when we're going through our own times of grief. I've been telling people, I'm sorry I haven't been there like I usually do. I got a lot of stuff going and stuff like that. I do my little moments like everybody else's, yeah, it's creepy. Yeah. But it's just so many different things that goes on in the world, and you just really trying to take it day by day. She's like, I'm so glad you reminded me. Thank you, my love. You're welcome, my love. I know you've been going through a lot anyway, so I just wanted you. I don't know why I'm saying I'm just getting you out the house so you can come out and just connect with other people like us. It says no comment. You said it was creepy. Yeah, I was like, no comment. It's just the fact is, that was one of my other issues from a while back. I stopped doing videos. If I didn't get like racist comments on here, I had people that were just staring and they were just doing that just to be surveillancing, but don't say nothing. I'm just like, go find something else to do that's therapeutic for yourself. Other than worry about what I'm talking about. If you hear, be present, like everybody else, you don't have to, drop something down every 5 minutes. Like, hey, can you talk about this? That's why I said I want to start doing that within my chats as well. If there's certain things you want to talk about, hey, we can talk about it. If it's applying towards your growth, applying towards everybody's growth, I want to be able to talk about it, bring out different subjects. Oh, yeah. Sis said at Anton High. It's like, I'm still here. I'm listening. Chief and down. It's all right, Mike. It's fine. It's cool. But yeah, you're going through all your different stuff in life. It's just like so many people are dealing with some heaviness right now. And, just being able to have that upliftment, because the last few chats I've been having has been very positive. Was the time before that, not this one that just passed the other day. The other one we just passed, it was very positive. And, it was so much insight that was coming out. it was just like everybody was just joking and laughing, and it was very funny, where you can tell where everybody really needed that good laugh, not even if you didn't have a negative day, but just being able to interact with other people that is very like-minded, and just being able to laugh, because there's a lot of things that's going on in people's life that is not something that you can laugh about. Trying to find ways to be happy, but you're dealing with a lot of heaviness. So it's just like when I interact with people, you know, um, especially people I've been knowing for a long time, like sis, she knows I try to always get her laughing, because it's like you know what stuff you're going through, and it's not saying that you're avoiding those painful situations or ignoring those, but it's just like you need that laugh. Sometimes you need that. Well, a lot of times it's possible. You need to be able to have people in your corner that really truly support you, not judging you, but just being able to understand, or if you can make sense out of some kind of craziness, they may want you to be able to help yourself first. I tell people that all the time. I always tell people, if we do a one-on-one, I want to be able to deepest understanding you can have, because I want that for myself. And it's like when I see myself doing that by doing one-on-one with different empaths and stuff like that, I'm trying to be that person I needed when I first started going through my stuff. And I always have that mindset. I want to be able to contribute like I did when I needed somebody at that time and I didn't have anybody. So that's why I really truly love making my videos. I love being able to interact with you all, being able to give insight that's like directly on point on what you needed that day. Just being able to give you that good laugh or that good cry that made you laugh. You just being able to know I uplifted you, or I brought some kind of comfort in your life. That's all you need to give me. And those are blessings to me. I really feel that is, you know, but it's just like it feels like so much heaviness is going around, where it makes you feel lonely a little bit, or it makes you feel like you're in the world by yourself, or nobody really understands you, or it just seems like the underdog of your pure existence on what people are trying to block you from. It seems like they're always one step ahead. It's just like you're walking through challenges. So life is bad jokes, just laugh about it. It is. I know. It was like, what was on IG today, they said, tell one of your conspiracy theories, and the guy said how he says, get everybody on this world, on this earth. It's like even the religions, people are manipulating it towards how they want it to be seen. And he was just like, I didn't really start believing in God until I start really waking up. And it just took him to have to go through that matrix of waking up and seeing how hellish the world can really be. It's like we can, it's like a lot of times it seems like we hear more negative things in the world than we actually do positive. You got to go find it a lot of times, or somebody sharing different things with you. Just like, hey, watch this funny, sis, I just sent her something the other day. It was like somebody, and then Nicole sent it to me, so I sent it to her, and it was funny how different people, will write stuff, and then you're just like, what does that say? Like, I love chicken permission. It's like, well, go ahead, and all these different things. But just being able to do that is like, it's a true blessing to get to know you too. You need people like that in your corner. There's times in our lives, even confident people got insecurities. And people don't understand that. You can see this person, and all you see is glitz, glamour, beauty, this and this and that, but you don't know what that person, really truly struggles with, because you're only watching what you've seen by not, really knowing who they are. It's like you giving back. Yes, I love that, because it's like when I first started, been doing this, like going close. Yeah, it's 5 years. I've been doing this 5 years. And when I first was going through it, I didn't know what a spiritual awakening was. It just so happened, family that just passed at that time. And it was just the spiritual nature was leading me to know what I needed to know. It was nobody physical. I would get like from people that was physical, but around that time is where people wanted me to stay oppressed. They didn't want me to awaken and have somebody they can go to, or be comfortable with speaking on things without judgment. I love doing that. It's like I keep writing about the person or making prayers, but I don't know how to give my thoughts a rest. I feel isolated. We're all isolated to certain points, because this is allowing you to reevaluate and assess yourself. And it's like, but it's just like, if you're fixating on one person, you're denying yourself of all the other things that you have while you're just being fixated on that one person. I had to remind myself of that as well. When you just get fixated on one thing in your life, you miss out on all the other blessings that can be that infinite counterpart towards what you are actually seeking because what you're seeking is seeking you already. But it's just the fact is you have to be able to do what you need to do for yourself first to be able to do that. Because if you're worried about your soulmate, that guy, but then you have so many different things about not knowing yourself on all different levels, or knowing how to be able to balance yourself and all those things. I want you to be able to do that. Yeah, it's like, yeah, why do you feel like you're isolated? Anton said, why do you feel like you're isolated? Do you feel like you just don't have nobody to talk to about your situation? Because I know there's I'm not trying to put anything out because that is confident up to you, but but basically, why do you feel like you're isolated? A lot of times where, when I feel like if you're isolated, maybe you feel like you're not being understood, or you're not being heard, or you may not even understand yourself, or you're not even hearing yourself perspective. It's just so to just wait for later and release it. Or I feel like I don't have anyone to talk to. Okay. Okay. I understand. That's why I was just like, I feel bad when I don't talk to you as much as I should. It's like she's still a teenager, so she's still learning on a lot of things. All gifts of blessing. We are isolated and have been over a year. Yeah. So, but yeah, I understand. You're still learning and growing and those things. So I know it's kind of hard, because especially if you're a teenager, you're always like, I was like that too. I was your age where I was like, oh, I want a little boyfriend. And, I wonder if he likes me, or, putting out little notes and stuff like that. So I do understand where you're from, because it makes you feel like you're not being understood, or there's nobody to really because you're trying to filter out all the things that you're going through and try to understand that. That's why, I be feeling bad at times when I can't really talk to you, because I just don't want to, project what I'm going through on other people. Because I know I've been sending out so many apology text messages to people like, I'm so sorry I've been offish lately. This don't have nothing to do with you. I just had a lot of stuff been going on for the last few days. It says go within the universe or God will. Yeah. You have to, because it's like what we're dealing with is not easy. And then it's just like when you're opening up to that spiritual knowledge of yourself, that's confusing within itself, because you don't know what you're dealing with. A lot of times, going through what you go through can make you feel like you're going crazy, or you're having a mental breakdown, and it gives you that anxiety of where you feel constant panic, and this is because you're opening up new ground for yourself and stuff like that. But it's just like, you have to be able to apply towards yourself on where your panic is coming from, how you can make yourself understood, you know being able to connect with your ancestors as well as the source, for them to be able to give guidance as well. um I'm trying to see what else that I can tell you, because I don't know, because it's just a fact I wasn't going through spiritual awakening at that age, so I know that has to be kind of scary. Because I know from my age going through that, well, I was like 38, 37, 38, going through that. It's like, yeah, you're still venting too. And it's like, it's actually healthy. It is. When you can be able to be honest about the emotions you have, the sadness, it's like, okay, I'm sad. And it's like, okay, what is bringing on your sadness? Why do you feel like you're sad? These things that you're willing to be able to talk about. Because it's like I do a lot of self accessing with myself, being able to say, okay, if I feel frustrated, okay, what is making me frustrated? What kind of positivity can I bring out of this frustration to give me clarity? I always try to ask myself stuff like that. It's just like I'm OCD, so I really do that. Oh, okay, I thought you said something. It's like, yes, Mike, you have to, but when you're allowing yourself to be honest with yourself about all the different things that are taking place, you know, um, that's where your healing comes from, because you're allowing yourself to do that. You say you just have to sit down with yourself and understand the lessons you are going through and see what you are running from. Yeah, because it's like my whole life I ran from my truth, because that mess was uncomfortable. I always feel bored. Are you one of those type of person? Are you overactive, Mike? Because I know my daughter used to say that we're active. She always has to be active like all the time. I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm girl, you better go find something to do lately. And it's just been because today I'm like, I'm really struggling right now because I'm tired. I don't know. I guess it's because I'm purging out a lot of stuff and then still dealing with some stuff too. So I've been eating my, my almonds, and it's just like I'm eating my tropical mix, which is really good so I can get some energy. But yeah, but Vi, just tell me what's going on with you. And I'm gonna try my best to be able to help you out. Cause I don't want you to be feeling like you don't have nobody to really talk to and stuff like that. Cause I know that's to be a heavy situation. Cause it's just, you're still learning, you're still growing about yourself. You're not an adult. And we're adults and sometimes still don't know what we're doing. So, cause I know that has to be very difficult dealing with what you have to deal with and you being a child at the same time. So that's just new for me. So, yeah, because it's like a lot right now. People are having to go within. And so I will tell you who I am speaking about later. That's fine. That's fine. And I'll try my best to be able to help you the way I can. But yeah, we're all going through stuff that does not feel easy to do. Because a lot of times it makes you want to walk away. A lot of times it makes you want to be mad and do things that's out of emotion. And there's a lot of people that's out here doing that. That is doing projecting in a negative way. That all of you are nice. So I'm like, thank you. She's telling everybody y'all are all nice. Yeah, because it's like that's why I love to be able to interact with other people because you never know what somebody's struggling with at that time. You never know if that person just needs somebody to talk to them, even if you don't have the answers to be able to give them to make everything better. Just being able to know that there's somebody out here that you can really talk to, because there's so many people you can't trust with stuff like that, because some people will be thinking you're crazy, especially if they're not woke. You telling them stuff and they think something wrong with you, or you're just being constantly misunderstood, and some people are just comfortable with misunderstanding you. You're just like, you detoxing queen. Which one you talking about, me or you talking about somebody else? And Tom it's like there's like, I don't know if Pinky's still here, but I know this Vi is still in here. Who else? Oh, sis, I don't know if she's still here. There's 5 people. Can somebody go ahead and send a thumb up and drop a comment? Oh, you talking about who are you talking about, Anton? Are you talking about Vi's detoxing, or are you talking about me? So but yeah, I know I'm detoxing because it's just like I haven't ate nothing all day. I haven't really been wanting to eat. I wanted pancakes, but then it was just like, I don't feel like making pancakes. I'm gonna just go ahead and get me some trail mix. I got trail mix in here. I'm really honest. I don't care who gets it. I like that too, Mike. I used to be that way. People like, do you have any kind of tag? You're not tactful. You have no coots. I didn't know what the heck coot was. And then my mom used to tell me that you was like, you just tell everything that's on your mind. Pretty much, it's like, that's not good. And I'm like, why? But then it was just like I had to be discerning, because sometimes I can be very brutal with my words, and I try not to be that way. So, no, it is what it is. But going through those life experiences, it ain't easy, but you learn a lot about yourself. You learn a lot about people. Oh, yeah, she's detoxing then. As I've been a vegan, and I tried doing raw veganism is very hard. I'm like, ooh. So trail mix is good. I have what is this? It's like blended dry pineapple. I said banana chips, raisins, dry papaya, and dried coconut. And it's so good. I love those things. I usually put some in my it said thank you. Oh, Miss Lyons. Oh, it's Anton is a guy. Thank you. So I'm chewing milk duds. I wish I had some. Girls, shut up. I want me some daggone milk duds. I ain't had no chocolate in a minute. I would love to have chocolate right about now. I said I would love me some chocolate. What is it? Chocolate almonds. Those are the ones I want right now. So, but yeah, it's just so many different things that's going on in the world. And that's why I say I want to pay my contribute towards bringing up, raising the frequency by interacting with other people. Just to be able to interact with everybody that's like-minded, give a little giggle, because the other day we were just straight clowning. The other day I couldn't believe it. It says I'm still here just at work, so I'm more listening and writing when I can. Oh, that's okay. It's like them trail mixes is good. Yes, it is. And it was like, Anton, what we over there? I'm laughing at y'all so bad I had a headache. I said, I'm gonna get off of this thing. I'm tired of y'all because y'all got me acting a fool on here. And I said certain things I wouldn't say. But yeah, y'all were funny to me. I'm telling my daughter stop talking so loud. I can hear her over my chat. But yeah, it's just like so many different stuff is going on, and it's just like, it's just crazy. But it's just long as you, it's like, be you good, it's okay. It's like make you. It's like I'll try. I make you some. It's like chocolate almonds. Yes, I love chocolate almonds. I just recently, well, I've been eating those for a while instead of eating candy because when I stopped smoking cigarettes, I started eating a lot of white chocolate Kit Kats. I still love my Twizzlers. I was eating Twizzlers. What was it? Mike and Ike's, and what else? Those Hetty Bowl type German candy I used to get at the dollar store. I love those. So, just doing all that. But yeah, it's just like so many different things are showing us, how to heal ourselves and not to allow ourselves to, you know, allow certain, anything that's taking our power away. Just being able to um, connect with different things that's taking place that, that other, that you need to be able to apply towards yourself as well, you know. And those are the things. It's like every day I'm learning a new part of myself where I need to know not to allow myself to engage in anything that is taking stress out to me. It's like, yeah, we was cracking up. We were. I was laughing hard. Like I couldn't breathe messing with y'all the other day. It's time to make sure you have snacks nearby before you come on. Oh, that's why I got them right now. Shoot, I got all my stuff right here. I said, but I just don't have no chocolate. It says dark pomegranate. I ain't never had none of that. I refuse two things: the vaccine and the nurse. Okay, I'm tired of dealing with those because it's like so many different things. Like I was hearing about different conspiracy theories. It's like when you get mad at somebody, the first thing you do, the first thoughts that you have when you about to lash out on somebody is kill them. And I'm like, God, dog, that's true. Like you feel very violent, and then when you stop, you have to stop yourself. Next thing because there's a lot of times I haven't been putting myself in timeout. And so I did become a vegan, but I stopped raw veganism for moderation. I decided to keep it simple for some reason. Some soul journeys require diet changes for essential. Yes, it is. Narcs are really just versions of ourselves. We're not healing. You know what? I feel that, but it's just the narcs that I have around me. There ain't no way in hell I can do the stuff that they did, though, sis. I can't. I'm just more bold with mine. If I don't like you, I'm gonna tell you. It's like you act like you don't like her because I don't. I don't like you. You better sleep. Don't turn your back on me. I'm not that type of person. I'm not gonna gaslight you and try to make it seem like you causing your own scene. I'm not that type of person. I'm gonna make mine count. It's like, yeah, I'm going through that now. It's like, especially when we start going through that thing, is they are evil narcs, 100%. Going through all those different things that that's teaching you more about yourself, because they always tell you, whatever angers you is telling you forgive and use compassion. Whatever triggers you is telling you where you need to go within. Wherever you don't have patience from, find out what makes you want to be able in a rush. Yeah, it's just so many of those different things in your life, because it's like, I know that's part of you. It's not about the stuff that they do to you. It's about what they do for you and how they make you feel and why you keep them around to validate you. It's true. And mine is the karmic cycle. Like, I would have been able to break camp anytime I was around that, being that type of mindset where I feel like you're bringing more heartache and pain into my life than upliftment, flourish, positivity and compassion. I'm ready to go. Peace. But this is that one where you are boxed in and you got to deal with it, and it gets heavier every day. And I said half of the time I just blow it off. But then I have that mindset. This is applying towards your growth. You're cutting old ties towards different things. It says do not always come in Heyoka lifetime. They come in everybody life, but it's like empaths, we get them because there are certain parts of ourselves that connect with them. If anybody been in that toxic relationship, there are certain things that person carries that we also carry within ourselves. So that's projecting on where we need to heal ourselves yet. And yes, I can see it with my mom and the only man I really talk to. Yeah. This is no, it's not about what you learn what did you learn anything? If not, then you are simply doomed to repeat it. It is. It's like I have too many narcs in and out of my life. It's true. It's just like with mine, I done took a lot of like my family. Well, I don't even see them as family because they weren't sent in my life to be my family. That was me to be able to recognize myself. I said, y'all, I stripped that. I said, I don't call family my family anymore. But it's to me, I felt like it was a blessing within that because even though it was a very traumatic situation that they placed me in, it allowed me to know who I was within myself through all the things that I've gone through. And it helped me to be able to, heal through that every day. So it's just like a lot of times when I hear, you're connecting with toxic people. And like I said, I can admit when I've had narcissistic traits. I can admit when I had toxic ways why I project that towards people. I used to play guilt trips. I used to have victim mentality, all those things. But I hold myself accountable for those, and I'm responsible for my own actions. Is that you straight up with which is good? Yeah, I'm being very honest about mine. But if I'm that type of person where I don't like you, I'm at that point now where I'm not going to waste my energy on you. And it may be something I was snapping like that for a reason. And so we are all narcs, but we have to go to heal from. Yeah, I feel like that too. I mean, I've heard that before. I guess it's just the way they said it. It made me feel like, nah, boo, I ain't, but there's some kind of way people have narcissistic traits. I really feel like that. It's like be aware. Being self-aware is good. You aware, being able to understand. You can't comfort your light part of yourself by avoiding your darkness. You have to be able to allow yourself to nurture that because you wouldn't have been able to find your light without that darkness. I can say I was wounded. I was broken. I was very traumatic. I went through some things that not everybody would have been able to come through with that in flying colors. It gives you that insight within depths that you never thought you would be in, because it's like all my tragic situations, it brought some kind of strength out of me to keep going, even though I've seen different things in my life where I've connected to, like, with my ex that I'm still dealing with on the karmic cycle, I can see, because there's sometimes, you can date somebody or hang around with somebody, and after you done got through it, it's like, what did I see in that person? I don't understand why I did that. It's like love, the self-realization we have. Yes, you have to be real with it, because I tell myself, there will be times, I've said it as well as I heard other people. I wish I never dated that person. Oh my God, I wish I would have never went that way and that stuff. But that's what I chose at that time. And then when I allowed myself to start investing that love that I placed in people that wasn't, giving it to me when I gave it to myself, I raised my standards. And they say, no way in hell, excuse my language, but I'm not going to ever allow somebody to do that. Okay. Yeah. I tell people, y'all, my energy is very intense. So there's a lot of times people trying to be like, Roslynn, why don't you find something different to record on? Everything I record on glitches. Let me just say that. Everything I record on glitches because I got spirit around me. I got my family around me that has passed on. Sometimes you'll see people popping in and out of the videos, stuff like that. So my signal gets messed up. And I think on top of that, got crappy signal because it's about to start storming again. So, but yeah, but when you're being self-aware, you're being honest. That's the main part of your growth, is when you're being honest about everything in your life. You're holding yourself responsible for what you are allowing to keep you in that vibration of suffering. Being honest with yourself, saying, okay, I know what my path is. It's not easy, wasn't meant to, but I'm allowing myself to learn about myself every day. I'm allowing myself to heal. I'm allowing myself to take my power back from anything that I allowed my power to go to. All those different things are happening for a reason. And, some people, it's hard for them to be able to admit, to do that. Casper, it's crazy how I just said there's spirits around me, and then Casper comes in. So I've been watching videos on and off for almost 3 years. And I love your energy. Thank you. It's how it makes you realize spirit takes you through pain so we can learn to never take that route again. Yes, I appreciate that too. Yeah, so it's like raining is good looking out. Thank you. But yeah, it's just like I'm, if I look at my situation, because there's sometimes I get very angry and emotional about a lot of things that I'm still dealing with that I haven't got closure from. But then just being able to allow myself to appreciate what people have done to me, what I've allowed to be done to myself, to be able to know what I can be selective about, what type of people do I deal with, being able to see the scams when people are trying to do stuff to have a come up or trying to place me in a box to deplete me or defeat me, while they're using that for their own personal gain to be one step ahead. And it's just like that allows you to be able to get your strength, because you're seeing the worst within truth that was hard for you to digest. And when you're being able to see that, you can say, yeah, this mess hurts like hell. Yes, this makes me angry. This makes me mad, makes me want to go fight. But then it's allowing you to see parts of yourself that you did not know was there. Positivity can bring out something in you and very beautiful in you, but traumatic can bring out a lot of you. And there's a lot of things that was left unacknowledged that you needed to know. So you're getting both at the same time. It just depends on how you tend to look at things, because my situation is like emotional and verbal and mental. So it's just like, it's allowing me to take my place back at all times. If I'm not giving you, just cut that cord, because a lot of times it's like when you're in those karmic cycles, you cannot just drop everything and leave. And I'm that type of person, because if I start getting uncomfortable and I start seeing I'm about to lay hands on you, I'm going. I'm just going, because I said, I already see that you about to make me catch a case. Let me go ahead and go and mind my own business. He's like, you got the good energy power. Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, I had to learn to get it. And it was hard to do. I said, I'll work on myself every day, but it's just like, you have to be able to be real. There's some people like, oh, boo, that don't bother me. And this and that. You were already being dishonest to yourself as well as me. And you're dishonoring yourself when you say certain situations that you've been placed in didn't hurt you. You can just say, yes, it's hurt to the core, but it's going to be that thing that's going to give me a brighter come up than I never seen coming. It is. Is it you are a star seed? Are you a star seed? Have you ever been being a process of star seed traits? You know what? I'm not sure. I can't honestly tell you yes or no. I mean, I know I overlooked something the other day, or it came across my mind. I just never went back and looked, but I'm going to look. I don't know. I know I'm a twin flame. I'm a conduit. Wicca, anchor, medium, clairvoyant, clairaudience, clairescience. What else? Indigo, INFJ. I got a lot of them. So it's just like, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm an earth empath. I'm an animal empath. What's the other one? Physical, cognitive. I'm all those. So I don't know if star seeds fits in that equation. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, I'm gonna look at that and be able to see, So it's just like so many different things. You're learning about yourself. You're unlearning. You're unprogramming. You're allowing yourself to see everything at a different perspective. And a lot of times it's hard for you to be able to do that, and everything that is going on in everyday life, And it's not easy to be able to go through, because you have your moments. Like right now, I know I'm tired. It's like, well, you already know, it was guided for me to say that. So you already know. So it's just like, it shows your strength, and it's like, oops, it's like no lips, dag fo. It's okay. It's like familiar. Mwah. It was meant, if it was out there, it was meant to happen in that way. But yeah, there's 8 people in here. Please go ahead and drop a comment, give a thumbs up. Even if you don't feel like conversing, you can at least drop a comment. Please don't be a creeper. Okay. But yeah, pain brings greatness, trust process. Yes, it does. Because it's like, I can see from my situation how much my trauma has changed me. It says brown wizards or earth hermits. You know what? Like, that sounds like some Harry Potter type stuff or Lord of the Rings. Never watched neither one of those. Well, actually, I used to watch Harry Potter with my kids. But yeah, you're learning more about your spiritual self. It's just like that trauma. It teaches you a lot about yourself, a lot about people, because it's like a lot of circumstances will have you looking at people in a different way. You got trust issues that are really bad, that you won't allow people to come in. You won't allow yourself to be happy because of traumatic past. So yeah, there's so many different things you're learning more about yourself that can be appreciated, you know. And a lot of times, just like with mine, I had to look at mine. It's like, if I didn't go through the things I've gone through, I wouldn't be able to know the truth. Even though the truth was always there, it was always ghosted with a lie or some kind of deception or something. So being able to do that, it brought me to my purpose. Because a lot of times we try to understand why is like a 40-year-old oh gosh. Oh, I feel like I'm a 44-year-old senior citizen, so don't feel bad, shoot. And that Benjamin Buttons type situation or whatever. But yeah, when you look at all the situations you've been in, you don't know where that purpose is showing you where it's going to take you. And I've seen a lot of people that have gone through some trauma and different things. I've seen people go through domestic violence, end up being like a detective or a cop that deals with certain programs with that. I've seen people that with certain situations where they knew what that felt like and it traumatized them. So they end up being, an ambassador or what they call an advocate. My signal's tripping out again. I don't think I'm gonna be able to stay online like I did the other day because I think it's gonna storm. Because I've been getting a reboot with new mindset. Yeah, that's what you're gonna do because you're emotionally clearing, you're spiritually clearing. So, because I've been purging out so much. I didn't feel like I was gonna go on today, but you think you're gonna accomplish by sitting up here being sad. Probably give me some good Caroline, with all that crying and stuff, give me some good skin. But, just being able to allow myself to push myself up, even when I don't feel like doing nothing, and I was always that type of person when things got really hard for me, just to give up and walk away. And this is something I can't do. I won't do. It's like, be happy, love yourself, safe. Yeah, you have to. You really do. You really do. That's why I just keep going, not everything you're going to get that explanation about, not everything you're going to get that clarity about when you feel like you're wanting to. But, everything comes in due time. And I don't know, it's hard for you to be able to hear that sometimes pertaining on certain subjects. I know that. I know it far more than I would like to. But yeah. And just being able to do those things. It's like Mike, a book named that. I know I had some post the other day that had F it all on it. He's like, you want that pill? I said, shoot, if they had that, they would constantly be out. So sometimes I just watch Cat Williams. Oh, Lord. He's funny, but he be telling the truth, though, on a lot of different things we talk about. He's funny. I got all his stand-up, and that must be having me laughing. But yeah, you need to be able to watch a lot of stuff. It's like, even comedians, they're telling their line of truth, but they're being very hilarious about the things they're putting. They're putting that positive spin on a hilarious spin about it. Because a lot of times you got to laugh to keep from crying with a lot of things. He said, oh my God, that young, y'all that young. It's like, what are you talking about? Y'all that young. What are you talking about? Anton. I know I just turned 44 last month. If that's what you're talking about. Because I know it's just at times when I remember when I used to work at my job and I was always bragging about my grandbaby. And this woman had stopped me. She was one of the guests at the hotel and getting ready to go to the front desk. And she's like, ma'am, I'm sorry not to be in your conversation. I'm like, yeah, you would. And then she was just like, did you just say you have a grandbaby? I'm like, yes, ma'am, I do. I said, I got my babies out early. I said I had them really early. So it was just like, yeah, I have a grandbaby. And was just proud about that. But yeah. I always just tell people, shoot, if you only knew what I went through, I should look being old, ragged, and haggard right about now. Looking like I'm like real close. It's like, all right. He's only gonna learn today. That is daggone Kevin Hart. Brought Cat with fix it. Fix it. It's like that's Kevin Hart. Like, all right. Yeah. He my boy too. Especially Has anybody ever watched those video clips of other celebrities impersonating other celebrities? Like they show Alec Baldwin sit up here doing Tracy Morgan, and I mean he was like, okay, all right. And he was like, yeah, I'm 46. Yeah, it was like back. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like dang, I thought I was able to do different people impersonations. That's just weird, you know. But yeah, it's going on all through those different things. That out my bed. Like, okay. He was like, what? He was like, all right, all right. Oh Lord. See, the connection keep might go ahead and do another chat. If I do, I'll go ahead and make a post about it. And the people that I have on direct message, I'll go ahead and give y'all one to let y'all know. But just make sure you check the community. What is it? The community part on my channel to be able to see if I am. So I'll be able to do that. Vi, go ahead and shoot me your message, sweetie, and I'm trying my best to help you. You know, but after that, I have to go ahead and recharge. I'm getting tired. So thank y'all so much for stopping through and the thumbs up and the support. I truly appreciate it, and I hope y'all enjoyed your time while you were here. And next time, if you want to, or even drop in, I'm gonna go ahead and put a post up. See if y'all want to do a Q&A on different topics you may want me to talk about. Like a lot of times I just pull it out of a hat on being able to say, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this, and you know, so we can go ahead and start broadening it out. But thank you so much for stopping through, everybody. Casper, Vi, Mike, Sis, Pinky, Anton, much love to you as well. And who else came in here? Well, Sis already said hey to you and thank you for stopping through. And you know, I'm like I said, I'm gonna try my best to do this like either every day or every other day. And I want to just start adding some different stuff and see if y'all would mind participating. And I will see y'all on my next one. Much love to you. Thank you so much for stopping through, and I hope you have a blessed rest of your evening, day, wherever you're at in the world. And I will talk to y'all next one. Much love. Bye.